First of all,
Yes.
thank you so much for giving time to us in your busy schedule. Really, thank you so much. This is a series of superhumans where we are inspired by people like you. Uh, we learned about your selfless act that you have been doing to help the poor and the underprivileged for the past 30 years. You run medical camps for the needy for the past 30 years to make sure they get the medical treatment for all the needy people in the areas around you. So we were really, really very inspired by the work that you have been doing. And as Superhuman series is to introduce people like you and make sure the people around us get inspired by people like you, and they also get that feeling and desire to do the similar kind of activities what you have been doing. And that is the intention of having these Superhuman series. What is that which really inspired you to do this act?
I'll give you to tell. Anywhere, anything you want, you can ask me that. Okay?
Sure, sure.
Yeah. See, in the year 1968, I went to Bhagavan Sri Satya Sai Baba for the first time. So after that, I realized the importance of serving. So by Bhagavan's blessings, I got the medical seat in the year 1971. And I studied in JJ down here, where there also I was associated with the service activities of the Satyasai Center. So in the 77, I completed my MBBS. Throughout my education there and immediately after the education during house surgency, I was participating in the service activities of Satyasai Seva Samiti of Davangere. After completing in 1978, I went to Puttaparthi, worked 70 to 82, I worked in Satyasai Hospital there. Daytime working in the hospital, night I was in the boy hostel. I was giving them medicine. This was 4 years work. It was a sort of service. There was no regular salary. They were not giving us so many things. In year 82, I came to Kasaragod. I was started working in my brother's company, Dr. Yasjan Bhatt and Lalitha Yasjan Bhatt. In the meantime, after 3-4 years, there is one person here who helps for the poor constructing houses. He constructs house, free house, cost around 50,000 rupees. And like that, he has constructed so far around 300 houses.
Whoa. Okay.
So in his residence, I started doing that and doing free service. He is also, throughout my activities, all the activities are connected with the Satyasai devotee. And the basic principle in Satyasai organization, serve always, never hate anybody, love everybody, without any bar of religion, caste or creed or anything. There is no political intervention in the activity. And it is only through the work. Earlier, for about 10 years, I was doing medical service for the patients who come to his house and his neighbors there. And from 1996 to 2006, there was a regular camp. Morning around 5 o'clock, I used to start from here. In order to start at 5 o'clock, I had to get up at 3 o'clock and get ready. And around 10 to 15 kg medicine I had to carry. Go by bus, change another bus, get down, walk about 1.5 kilometers with the luggage, and reach there by about 6:15 in the morning. And then, by the time I reach there, there will be about 10 to 15 of people who come from distant places to receive medicines and services. And And that, like that, I worked for about 10 years like that, up to 2006. And one day, when I took my lunch, it was evening to 30. Because the patients from 200 to 750 per day. And the beginning in this place, I was alone. After 3-4 years, some other doctors also joined. So then I thought I'm also becoming older and left the place and started doing the same activity in the Secretary Center in Kasaragod, where it is just walkable distance from my residence every Wednesday from 2006 to until now. Recently, after the COVID, the thing we have stopped it because it is being controlled by the Secretary Central Trust. So we got the direction that until everything is fine, we have better close. So we have closed right now and waiting for the beginning again. So in all these activities, all their helping hands from side who have the similar mind of serving the people. And there are people from all religions come to attend.
Very nice. I mean,
So-
this is
Yeah,
exactly
that's
what
very
really
inspiring indeed.
inspired from the moment I read about you and the moment I really came to know about you. I was literally inspired by how such a selfless act, and not just for a year or two, but for 30 years. I think that's really wonderful and such an inspiration to really speak to you itself. Thank you so much, Dr. Keshav.
There were days where, of course, throughout the camp, my wife, Mrs. Geeta, also will be joining. She dispenses the medicine. And there were days in the beginning, I still remember, I used to get down during the heavy rain. I used to carry many sample medicines in both hands. There was no hand to hold the umbrella. I had to catch it like this. But it was a nice experience. Really, the main basic principle in that is I really feel happy and enjoy in doing it. That's the main reason. Bhagavan's devotion
I think in the-
and the happiness that I get.
Yeah. In the times where many of us actually stay in the comfort of our homes, you've actually stepped beyond your comforts, and then you've actually struggled a lot to be so selfless and also helpful for other people. I think that's very inspirational. Thanks a lot, sir. Thanks a lot for all the information.
I have. What is the areas of medical consultations that you do in the medical campaigns? Also, what is the kind of consultations your other doctors who are associated with you who do this medical consultation? What are the areas that you take care of?
It's mainly general medicine. General. It is, I mean, general practice where all the diseases are generally looked into. We give medicine for general ailments and infections, blood pressure, diabetes, and once in a month we are having eye camp as well as dental camp. Of course, in dental or mainly it was extraction in the country, because in the camp we cannot do anything more than that.
Correct. What is your opinion about medical affordability for the rural part of India?
It is, you see, in the beginning, I still have a mental picture of patients. Earlier, we were giving medicine for 3 days. Few asthmatic patients, those who could not afford, actually were in tears, sir, please give us for 1 week until we could not buy medicines. That picture is still there in the mind. That, helplessness. A person has to live on, whether it's poor or rich. In such a situation, It's really required some help from some side. So that was the thing which made us to do for medicine for 1 week. Then if they require, they come in again and repeat. There are some people who are really in need of help. Now the situation comparatively changed. Of course, after Corona, it has still worsened now.
Yes, indeed. Sir, about the when you mentioned about the medicine, what is the overall support system you have with respect to procuring the medicines and also distributing them to the poor? For example, your work is inspirational, which also draws attention from many people who would like to actually help you, be it your friends, your family, your relatives, relatives, and all those people. So, what kind of support system do you have currently that help you to continue this selfless act for all the 30 years?
In the earlier days, when I started from 1985 onwards to up to 2006, where I was going for the camp, the person who was conducting the camp was spending for it. Monetary part completely he was covering it. So I was carrying only the samples and whatever I had. So there was no personal expense from my side. My side was only spending time. And from 2006 onward, in Kasaragod, where I started, we had the devotees of the Bhagavan Satya Sai share the amount and get it done. And in Satya Sai organization, we don't ask anybody. We don't go for public collection. Devotees share the money and we do it. And of course, my part of it, other than the camp day, for about 6.5 years, I was giving free at my residence. But afterwards, I started collecting money because I had to maintain myself. So in the clinic and at home now, I collect. Of course, I still really live in a rented house now.
Yeah. So, what message do you want to really give to people who are inspired, especially the current generation of doctors and the future generation of doctors? Because if somebody wants to implement in their city, so what message do you have for those people?
It's all people who are capable of doing something. A small amount, a small part of their they can say once a week, if not once a month, or whatever samples and medicines they have, they can donate it to a purpose of this kind, and can be so many people can be helpful in that.
Okay.
For example, at least once a busy practitioner also, half a day in a month or twice a day in a month, can spend his time for this kind of purposes.
So, sir, do you also maintain a network of other doctors who are involving in the same noble act like your?
Yeah. There are doctors who are interested in a similar kind of activities. For example, once a month we are doing dental camp. So from the dental association, they used to come in the patient. Same way, one ophthalmologist, I used to be here. Once a month, he used to come and consult people and give them suggestions. And all the patients that we send from our camp, he will charge only half of it.
With that, I really want to once again thank you again for your time, and we are really inspired by your activity and your job that you have been selflessly doing for the past 30 years. It is not really possible for any normal human being. So therefore, you literally are a superhuman for doing such a selfless act for such long time and inspiring people around us like us and the other doctors and the future generation of doctors. So once again, thank you, sir. thank you, Dr. Keshav Bhatt, for really doing such a wonderful
you.
thing. And I'm really so honored to have spoken to you. Your stories are really inspirational, and I have really that energy. You have really energized us, and I'm sure the people who are watching this also will make sure that this amount of work will get multiplied in the years to come. So, thank you once again, Dr. Keshav, really for your time, and thank you.
Thanks a lot for all the effort you have actually done to the community for all these 30 years, and then we wish many others get inspired for work and also continue to do the same for the country. Thanks a lot.
Once again.